Good morning and welcome to Eye on Houston, an Audacy public affairs show. My name is Zakk United, and in the studio this morning I have members of the POST4709 in Conroe and Montgomery from the VFW, and I'd like to introduce you to those ladies now. We're going to be talking about their upcoming cook-off and fundraiser for the Honor Guard. This morning in studio I have Miss Marcy Phillips, who is Commander Marcy Phillips of VFW Post 4709 and also District 17 Commander. And next to you, Miss Marcy. Hello, good morning, by the way, Marcy.
Good morning.
And next to you, we have Miss Kimberly Spirit, who is the Captain of the Honor Guard at VFW Post 4709 and the Auxiliary Senior Vice President. Good morning to you, Kimberly.
Good morning. Nice to be here.
Yeah, good to have you ladies in studio. I love supporting veterans and doing everything that we can to get the word out about how veterans can get additional resources in our communities. And I thought it was so special that y'all are having, I believe this is the first ever fundraising cook-off for the Honor Guard.
It is.
And it's coming up this October. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, we are very excited. So our Honor Guard is there to help families transition through the hardest point in their lives when they lose their veteran. And it's made possible through the funds that are donated to us. So we thought, Kimberly came up with the idea to have a cook-off. And so we're doing a chili cook-off with chili, beans, a dessert, an appetizer, and Bloody Marys. So we are having a competition. So people would pay an entry fee for whichever categories they want to enter. And then we will have 70% of those proceeds will go back to the Honor Guard itself, and then the other 30% will be paid out to and distributed to those winners. And it will be a fantastic event. We are very excited.
Well, I'm super excited. I'm hoping to be a part of it this year. It's October 19th. If there's any cookers or teams that are listening this morning in the Conroe, the Montgomery area, contact VFW Post 4709 to sign up. Again, it's October 19th, the fundraising cook-off. Very excited. What is it easy to sign up? Do you just go to the website, which is vfw4709.org?
You can email us at event@vfw4709.org. We can send you the application to sign up if you would like, or you can come in. If you want to come up and visit, feel free to come by. We open at 4 p.m. Monday through Thursday, noon on Fridays and Sundays, and 10 a.m. on Saturdays. And anybody there at the post that's working that day can help you out with the form and can get you all signed up. So either way, whatever's easiest, but the email address is event@vfw4709.org.
And for those that are listening this morning, again, to Eye on Houston, it's basically I-45. Where's the post located?
So we are located at the Wilson Road exit of I-45. So head north, because everybody needs a break from Houston sometimes, right? So head north to Conroe, exit Wilson Road, and before you get to Wilson Road, you're going to take a right on Seamans Street, and it's 1303 West Seamans. We are just north of Candy Cane Park.
It's a beautiful facility. I've been over there before. I love the outdoor backyard area that you have. The last time I was there, people were having so much fun. There was a dunk tank, which I believe I saw you in, Miss Marcy.
I get dunked regularly.
Yeah, so it was a lot of fun. It's obviously there's a lot of stuff to do for the kids. If you have kids, you can bring everybody out, and we look forward to seeing you this October 19th. Now, talk to me a little bit about the resource fair that's happening for veterans. It's going to go down the same day, same time, right?
Time frame is a little bit different. We're going to do the Veteran Resource Fair inside from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Now, there's no cost involved. We just wanted to create a space to help other veterans and invite companies to come share their information, to connect, network, so more veterans can get the help that they like.
Man, that is so awesome. And I believe, you help people get houses, jobs, employment, all sorts of stuff. So the resources are there for you if you are a veteran. All you have to do is go see it at 4709.
Right. We pride ourselves on trying to help veterans with all types of resources. So we have a VFW Foundation. There's over 280 VFWs throughout the state of Texas. All of the VFWs are able to work together. We have relief funds and different resources. We have service officers that can help connect you with the right person in your area. And that's one of the things that our Honor Guard has to work with is funeral homes. Well, funerals are expensive. It's a misconception that the VA covers everything. The VA does not cover everything whenever your veteran passes away. So you need to have a plan. And part of having that plan, we've got Rios funeral directors, McNutt Funeral Home, Kashner. We've got several in the area, and they work really hard to help veterans and help those families to plan ahead so that it's not such a huge ordeal when the unexpected happens. So planning ahead is huge, and we thought, well, this resource fair may be a good way to introduce them, not just to funeral homes, because there's a lot more resources out there, but to introduce them to some of those resources so that they can plan ahead, whether it's for that, whether it's for employment, whether it's VA related. So the resource fair was just kind of a brainchild of how can we utilize this weekend to tie all of these things together, because our honor guard is such a huge part of what we do at our post.
I love that. Thank you. Marcy Phillips again, the commander of Post 4709 in Conroe, the Montgomery area, talking to us this morning here on Eye on Houston about the upcoming fundraiser and cook-off October 19th to help raise funds for the Honor Guard. Now, Captain Kimberly Spirit of the Honor Guard, I had a question for you because it was so special. I remember I was a recipient of the Honor Guard coming out when my grandfather, my papa, passed away. And I didn't realize at the time that he passed that the Honor Guard was going to come out and we were going to get that experience. And it was so touching and so moving, and I'll always remember it. Can you tell people who are listening who may not know or understand what the Honor Guard does, what you do for families on that day?
So it's a great honor to perform the military honors for the veteran and the family there. So we show up and we do the 3 volley salute with the rifles. We'll play taps on the bugle. We'll also open the flag. Then we will fold it back up. There's a member of our honor guard that can recite the 13 folds by memory. He's amazing. And then we present the flag to the next of kin with some shell casings. And we have special words to say.
How do you have the Honor Guard become a part of your service?
Usually, when a family is going through this, they're talking to the funeral director. And the funeral director is saying, what do you want for your veteran's funeral?
Right.
At that point, if the veteran or the veteran's family says that they want military honors, most of the time the funeral directors will contact our honor guard. We like to do it that way just to prevent double booking, because
Sure.
sometimes we'll end up with 2 honor guards at one event, because the family will reach out to us and ask for an honor guard, and so will the funeral home. And sometimes they reach out to other honor guards, and so you end up with a couple different groups there. So to help prevent that, we try to funnel things through the funeral director, and the funeral honors request is actually on our website.
Okay.
So VFW4709.org, it has a section that says requesting honors. There's also the ability to request education. So we like to teach children, and as low as pre-K, because we go into daycares, but we like to teach flag etiquette. What do the colors of the flag mean? What do the words in the Pledge of Allegiance mean? So it's not just blindly saying something. So we'll go through it and we'll say, what's a pledge? That's a promise. You want to make a pinky promise? We'll go through all of it with them and teach them word by word what they are saying and what the meaning is, because our congressional charter for the VFW says we're historical, educational, and patriotic. Where does that start? That starts with our youth. So we have youth scholarships, we have youth art programs through our auxiliary. There's all kinds of ways that we involve the youth in all of this, and our honor guard's a big part of that, because they will go and do a big part of that education for us. They'll teach the 13 folds, what they mean. A lot of times that's more our FFAs and 4-H groups, Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts that do that a little bit higher level 13 folds training, if you will, so that they understand it, so that it means more. When you see a folded flag, what does it represent? So it's that type of education. We're an all-volunteer military, right? If everyone loses their sense of history or their patriotism, who's going to sign up? So it's up to us to remind people of our history, remind people of where we come from, educate them, and then instill that patriotism.
And again, this morning, if you're just tuning in to Eye on Houston, my name is Zakk, and thank you for listening. In studio with me is Miss Marcy Phillips, who is the commander and District 17 commander of Post 4709, the District 17 commander, and also Miss Kimberly Spirit, who is the captain of VFW 4709's Honor Guard. and also the Senior Vice President of the Auxiliary there. And we're here this morning to bring awareness to their upcoming fundraiser. The cook-off, again, is October 19th for VFW Post 4709's Honor Guard. 70% of the proceeds benefiting the Honor Guard and their expenses. They've got several fun categories, Bloody Mary, then they've got an open, then they've got a chili, a beans, and a dessert. This is my favorite part of talking about this morning is the food. So it sounds awesome. And then on top of that, which I think we touched on it earlier, but I think it's really important, is the Veterans Resource Fair that will also be happening October 19th at Post 4709 from 11 to 3. So ladies, is there anything else that we missed or that you would like to talk about before we wrap up this morning?
Well, the Honor Guard not only does military honors for veterans and teaches flag etiquette, but we also do color guard duty as well, where we post the flag and also present the flag at different events.
Also, I'd like to thank our Honor Guard and everyone who serves on an Honor Guard. I was in the Army, but I can't hear taps without losing it. So I, unfortunately, am a terrible candidate for the Honor Guard. It takes somebody who has incredible... I get emotional all the time thinking of all the people that we've lost. And our Honor Guard goes out there and executes flawlessly every single time and helps that family transition through such a tough period. And I am in awe of them because I know it's something not in my capabilities. It's in my heart. I would love to be able to, but I just lose it. And you don't want your Honor Guard crying at a funeral. That would be terrible. So I can't do it. So I am grateful to all of them. And at 4709, we've partnered with American Legion 411. And so some of our members are from that American Legion as well. We've had support from American Legion 618. We're very grateful to them for that. I think all in all, we bring in honorably discharged veterans who want to serve their fellow veteran and help them transition and help their family. So if someone's interested in serving on the Honor Guard, that's something too. They can feel free to email, same way that you do for the cook-off. You can email, we will get it, and we will connect you to the right people so that if that's something on your heart and you want to serve, let us know. If you're not from Conroe, check a VFW in your area because there's ways to serve and help those families. It's hard sometimes to take all of the requests. We never want a family to go without an Honor Guard, ever. That's something that if we have enough people, we don't have to pass. And so we want to make sure that we're able to honor everybody, and it's something that is on our hearts. People don't realize the expense that goes into maintaining a van, the gas, the oil changes, the tire changes, all of those things. The insurance alone on it is crazy. But all of these expenses, it doesn't fund itself. So that's why this cook-off is just so important, to make sure that we can continue to spend as much money as we do on those uniforms and on that van and everything else to keep these guys looking sharp and keep these families taken care of. So we are very grateful for everyone who supports us in that endeavor.
We currently have a team of 15 members.
All volunteers.
Ladies, I want to thank you again for
Thank you.
coming in this morning, and I wish you the best with the cook-off fundraiser October 19th. You can get more information by visiting vfw4709.org. Again, Miss Marcy Phillips, the commander from Post 4709 in District 17, and Miss Kimberly Spirit, the Honor Guard captain, and also the senior vice president of the auxiliary there at the VFW 4709 in Conroe. Thank you, ladies, for joining
Thank
us
you.
on Eye on Houston.